Hello and welcome to this video on TreeMap with examples. In this video, we'll be seeing about what is TreeMap, how to create a TreeMap, some of the common methods used in TreeMap, and at last, a class implementation using TreeMap. So let us dive into this video. So Java TreeMap class is a red-black tree-based implementation. It provides an efficient means of storing key value pairs in sorted order. Some of the important points that you need to remember. TreeMap contains values based on the key. It implements the navigable map interface and extends abstract map class. Java TreeMap contains only unique elements. TreeMap cannot have a null key but can have multiple null values. Java TreeMap is not synchronized and at last it maintains an ascending order. So let us see about creating a tree map. In order to create a tree map, we must import the java.util tree map package first. So let us import that. So once we import the package, here's how we create the Java class. First, we'll create our main class test main. And inside we'll have our public static void main and string args. Now that our main class and our main method is created, we need to type TreeMap and lesser than sign and provide key comma value, and we have to initialize a variable. I'll initialize it as a number and new TreeMap and create a closure and our round brackets. Initialize it's a method. So this is our syntax. In the above code, we have created a tree map named numbers without any arguments. In this case, the elements in tree map are sorted naturally in ascending order. However, we can customize the sorting of elements by using comparator interface. We'll learn about it in the later tutorials. The thing you need to remember is key is a unique identifier used to associate elements in the map, and the value elements are associated by the keys in a map. So coming to our methods in TreeMap. So here we'll replace our key and value with the data type. That is nothing but I'll have an integer and a string in my TreeMap. So coming to our example, we'll create a new TreeMap called number and I'll add elements to it using the method put. So let's see how to do that. I'll have my variable called dot put, and inside that I'll have my integer string combination. Let me have 100 comma John. I'll have my number dot put and another key value is 101 comma Raimi. And at last I'll have my third variable put with 102 comma Sam. So these are my three variables, and let's see how to print these values. I'll use a for loop and I'll use a method called entry from the map interface. So for me to use this entry method, I need to import java.util.map and I'll initialize a variable em and assign it to number.entry set. So my entry set method will now extract each of its elements key value pair outside and store it in the temporary variable em. Now my task is to just extract the key and values from this temporary variable em. So how do I do that? I'll use my system.out.println and I'll have my m.get key plus I'll also have my .get value. Using these methods, now I'll be able to extract the key value pair and print it out. So a short reminder is we'll be importing TreeMap and map class. And inside our main class, we'll initialize TreeMap, key, integer, strings, and our new map. And this is optional, but it's a good habit to have integer comma string in initialization also, but it's not compulsory. So number dot put is equal to three of these values that I have given, and a map dot entry. And key to remember is you cannot have the keys with same values. You can have your value pair with same names, but you cannot have your keys. So now let us try to print this value. So Java C test main dot Java test main. As you can see, our values are now printed. So our next thing to do is using our remove method. So what do I mean by remove method? For example, I want to remove my 102. So how do I do that? I'll have my number dot remove and I'll just provide my keys inside. So what happens? Now my key would remove these values. So let us see what happens. I'll keep a stopping point to know that it is being tried again after remove. And now I'll try to get the same for loop here to print all the members of the map class. And now let's see what happens. Test main and Java test main. As you can see, after remove, our value 102 is removed. So this is one of the reasons why we do not have the same keys. Because if we have the same keys, for example, our second value is also 102, this is going to create a confusion for the program which 102 to remove, because you do not want all the 102 to remove. So that is the initial concept of maps itself. For different languages, you have different names like dictionary in Python and other names. But the common ideology is you have a key value pair where the keys are unique and the values can be null or something like that, but you cannot have your key as null. This is an important thing to remember. Now we have our get method. So we'll just remove this. Or we'll just comment it out. And now we'll use our get method. So I'll initialize a variable or a string a and associate it with number dot get. And inside my get, now if I give my 100, this key value that has 100 would return the value of John to my variable a. Now let us see if that's true. So Java c.test main and Java. As you can see, our value John is returned. Let's see if that's true for 101. As you can see, rhyme is now printed for 101. So this is the use of get method. Now there is also another method called replace. I'll replace my number dot replace and I'll give my value key, which is nothing but for 100. I want to replace my old value for 100 is John, if I'm not wrong, and I want to replace it with Kevin. And now I want to know if these values are changed, so I'll just copy paste my for loop to print the no array. Now let us see what happens. I print it out. After rhyming, now as you can see, my value 100, which had John, is now changed to 100 and Kevin. So there are like hundreds of methods available in my TreeMap class That will be really useful for me while solving problems. So we'll be seeing about the other methods in the later videos. For now, I hope you understood the concept of tree map. So let us see us in the next video. Thank you.